daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, all. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, December 5th, 2024. Here at Forex Smart Trade, we teach people how to currency trade using our simple yet very accurate proprietary trading indicators. And this session is to show you how one of our trading strategies and how simple it is and how accurate it is, and so that you can better evaluate if trading is for you. With that, we need to first start by listening to this guy, and then we will be on our way.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach with a number of different methods. We've got videos that you can watch that are broken down into small actionable pieces. We've got group training webinars. We've got the personalized one-on-one training, which we think is really the most efficient, effective way to learn anything is to get that direct counsel. And we also do these live trade sessions. I do 3 live trade sessions a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning at this time, Monday afternoon, and then every afternoon I send out an overnight trade setup. The Tuesday morning's trade closed profitably. Last night's trade setup closed profitably. When you become a member, however, you get access to many more live trades with people like me every morning at 10 a.m., every evening at 6 p.m. And then you can see that there's lots of group training sessions. We are big believers in the idea that the fundamentals are important, and to constantly reiterate those fundamentals and practice the fundamentals, and that's how you get better. Even the pros, all the pros practice, and part of that practice includes going back and doing the basic drills they did when they were a kid in grade school. So that constant iteration is important. I like to work off of a little checklist to make sure I'm not forgetting anything, because I tend to get a little absent-minded. Every day it is good to refresh your green chart. It picks up any updates they might have done, and it clears out the memory. I'm a person that leaves my computer on all the time, so every 3 or 4 days I've got to reboot the computer just to clear out the memory so things start working well. And I'm a person that has like a zillion things opened on my machine at a time, so it's a 10-minute ordeal to close everything down and turn it back on. one of the most important practices I believe there is to go back at the end of every day or the beginning of the next day and take a look at the trades that didn't go the way you thought they should have, and try to figure out why. And that's part of the improvement process. Again, going back to the sports analogy, it's a little bit like going to the game film and seeing what went wrong on a certain play. With our simulator, you can go back to that specific time and see what the chart was showing you, and oftentimes figure it out. We are technical traders. We are trading on the price action. Our indicators are very good at helping us discern the direction of a move. And when we can discern the direction of the move, we can make some money on it. What we're looking for is movement. Movement up or movement down. Any movement we can make money on. However, news does impact currency prices, and we want to know what those news events are so that we can essentially trade around them. And I like to find out what those news events are by looking at Forex Factory. Forex Factory breaks news down into three components. Yellow, which is a low impact. I ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I also ignore those, although some people pay attention to them. And kind of these all-day ones are kind of hard to work around. And then red, which are high impact. And these guys I want to trade around. And so this morning at 8:30, they're going to announce unemployment claims. I usually like to not trade within a 2-hour window of the news announcement, because this number is published and people start finding out what it is before the official announcement and trading on it. So we will not trade the USD this morning, and then we've got kind of the rest of got a clear day until tomorrow morning. So with that, we've got a kind of a dozen different trade strategies, and when we train people, we customize a trade plan based on the person's availability to trade and their risk preferences. This one suits me. It is called the 10-point trade signal. It's not the only signal I trade with, like you'll see on the overnight trade. It's kind of a modified version of the 10-point. Not even a modified version, it's just a different trade plan. I like to trade it off of a 1-hour chart. You can trade it off anywhere from a 30-minute to a 12-hour chart. Only difference is how long it's going to take for the move to happen, and how many pips you can get out of it. On a 1-hour chart, trades are going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and my sweet spot is 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. And the basis of the strategy is that we want to get the lines from all 3 sections of the chart to be going the same direction. And when we see that, that's a high probability trade where the likelihood is that the trade's going to move in the direction that we want, and we can make some money from it. So the chart I am going to trade off of this morning is the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard charts. And oops. Need to turn the fan off. It's getting a little cool here. I start with the middle section of the chart, which we call the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. And in this case, they're kind of matching each other. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. So I'm looking for situations where we are either overbought, these lines are above the blue line and pointing down, and then I want to kind of ride it through the channel, and you can see the 3 red candles here, and we caught that, that's worth well, there's 10 pips there, more if you caught it a little earlier, but 10 pips there from the candle's base. or catch it when it's down here and the lines are going up, and then you got the big up candles. So that's what I'm looking for. So here on the Australian US dollar, we are oversold. We're just hitting oversold, and it's starting to turn, but the majors are still going down. The minors are sideways. Euro USD, oversold. We just hit oversold. Everybody's going up. I'm looking for four things. One, we're oversold, which we are. Two, all the lines are going up, which they are. Three, we have what we call a double cross, where the green line is crossed over the red and the gray line is crossed over the black, which we have that. And then lastly, the slope of the line. And I'm looking for the slope of the green line, that is, to be greater than 45 degrees, which it is. So when I have that, I'm jumping up to the TNTs, where there are four different lines, and they're measuring the rate of change at different speeds. Two orange lines are going up, supporting the buy signal. The blue lines are inversely related. So when blue's coming down, that means buy. So dotted blue is coming down. So three of the four lines are telling me buy. So that's the second part of the test. And the third part of the test is what's going on with the pressure. And here we have up pressure with red on top. So I got a point here, 4 points here, 3 points here for 8 points. When I have everything I like here, I want to confirm it. And I confirm it by looking at a 2 and a 4 hour chart. And on the 2 and the 4 hour chart, ideally, I want them to be oversold and going up. In this case, we're overbought and going sideways, overbought and going sideways. So the reason I like these to be oversold is if this weakens, we'll still pick the trade up off of the 2 and the 4. Now, as I look across the board here, though, we've got this going up, the green line going up, green line going up on the 8 hour chart, green line going up on the 12 hour chart, green line going up on the day chart. So I kind of like that. So even though I don't have my second piece, ideally I wanted these to be oversold. I'm still kind of interested, and the reason I'm interested is because it's the dollar, Euro US dollar. But we got the news item coming up. So with the news item, let's see if we can scrunch up the chart. The news item changes things a little bit. I might have considered this change if there wasn't a news item. Got a little bit of an uptrend here, and we're kind of sitting right above a resistance line. And it's crossed the resistance line on the hour. Because we've got that news item coming up, I'm going to pass on this morning. I'm going to pass on it this morning. I might have taken this trade. I probably would have taken this trade if there wasn't a news item coming up. Pound USD, we touched oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross, good steepness on the green line. The green line's less than halfway. So that kind of becomes my criteria for deciding. But again, we're not gonna go forward because it's the dollar. Dollar Canadian dollar oversold going down. Dollar Swiss franc, we're just reaching oversold. Dollar yen, majors are sideways. So maybe toward the end of the hour we'll come back to this, but I really don't like to get involved when there's news coming up. But I do like the dollar Euro USD. So let's see. I've cloned this chart. We've got 6 other currency pairs that are non-dollar. Euro pound, we turned around in the channel, so nothing there. Australian dollar, yen overbought. All the lines are going down, but look at the slope on the green line here. It's less than 45 degrees, so we're going to pass. I don't mind that the miners have kind of run past the halfway line. I care about the position of the green line. Euro Canadian dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross in steepness greater than 45 degrees. All the lines are clustered. I like that. The majors have entered the channel. I like that. Two orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy out of the TNTs. I've got very weak up pressure with red on top. So there's a point here. What makes the pressure very weak is the closer the lines are, the stronger the signal, and the steeper the lines are, the stronger the signal. So we have 8 points here. 1, 4, 3. So let's go to our confirmation. So Euro Canadian dollar. I want to write it down so I don't forget. Euro Canadian dollar. Now here, on the 2-hour chart, we're in the middle of the channel going down, overbought going down. So this one, I'm going to stay away from because these are different than this. I don't mind if they're going down, if they're down here, if they're oversold and going down. But in the middle of the channel, this is telling me there's more down coming. So it contradicts what I'm seeing here. So the more I can get different pieces to agree, the stronger, the better chance of the trade doing what I want. So we're going to pass on that. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, overbought. Everybody's coming down. Double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. Steepness of the green line is good. The problem here is it's the middle of the night in both of these markets. And I want one of these markets to be active because I'm trading on a 1-hour chart. So I want the move to happen in an hour. And for the move to happen within an hour, we need to have some pressure behind it or some active trading behind it. And we don't have that at this time. So I'm going to pass because of the time of day. Also, well, we got 3 of the 4, thick orange coming down, 2 blues going up. So that's supporting it. But I've got up pressure with green on top. So the pressure is not in agreement. Again, if I have agreement across all 3 sections of the chart, I've got a stronger trade. Pound yen, overbought, going up. Euro Australian dollar, overbought. Majors going up, minors sideways. Again, I've cloned the chart. We've got another new chart. Canadian dollar, yen, overbought. Majors are sideways, or we don't have the double cross here. Euro New Zealand dollar, overbought. We have disagreement between the majors and minors. Pound New Zealand dollar, overbought. We've got disagreement. Majors are coming down, minors are going up. New Zealand dollar, yen. We're in the channel. Everybody's going down, but the slope of the green line is not where I want it to be. So we're going to pass. Plus the time of day. Both of these markets are nighttime. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. This red line isn't really going up. It's actually horizontal, so we're going to pass. Euro Swiss franc, overbought. Everybody's coming down. Green line is more than halfway. I don't like to take it when the green line is more than halfway. Can I make 10 pips off of this? 11 pips? Yes, I can. It's just not part of my trade strategy. I'd rather take less trades and get the few trades that I'm taking to be right. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, oversold. Majors are sideways. Red's going down, green's going up. I want all the lines going up. Swiss franc, yen, overbought. Everybody's still going up. Euro yen, overbought. We've got this agreement between the majors and minors. Majors are going up, minors are going down. Pound Australian dollar, overbought, going up. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, oversold, sideways on the minors, majors still going down. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, overbought, everybody's coming down. Double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. Good steepness on the green line, and we're just at the halfway point. So this is good. Two orange lines going down, supporting sell. Two blue lines going up. So all four are telling me sell. I've got sideways pressure because the green is coming down and the red is going up with green on top. So I don't have the pressure here, but I do have the green line going down. So let's just take a look. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, sell. Let's take a look and see what the 2 hour and the 4 hour are telling us. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. So the 2 hour touched overbought and is coming down. I can live with this, but this guy, I don't like it. I'd rather it be overbought because if this changes, I can still pick the trade up off of the longer term chart. Like this by itself is a good signal, good sell signal. Let's just, for the heck of it, I guess, let's take a look and see what the clean chart looks like. This is from the other day. So this is Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. I want to know what the trend is. This is a trade. This 10-point trade is a trade where you need to figure out how much it's worth. And to do that, I want to trade within support and resistance bands. So I'm going to drop some support and resistance in here. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. Now, on a 1 hour chart, they tend to be about 30, 40, 50 pips apart. So let's take a look. So it's kind of stopping in here, in here, in here, over here, over here. So that's 62.76 to 62.93. So that's about 20 pips. So, and it looks like, so here we had an uptrend. Here we had a big down, and then it's kind of sideways. So we don't really have a trend here. I want to know the trend because that's going to help me figure out how many pips I want to take. So let's open this back up. And I want to know how much distance I have from where we're at. So this is, if you look on the top left there, 8 pips down. And 9 pips up. 8 pips down, 9 pips up. I'm trying to decide if it's worth taking a trade for 8 pips or not. Let's take a look. Let us go back to the I want to see what the spread is. So to determine the spread, so Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, I don't have that. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart. It's going to probably be down in this third group, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, right here. Let's make it 1 hour. The spread is 7 points. So we got to make 7 points before we make anything on this. We can trade. We'll take a trade for 5 pips off of this. There's 6 pips. 6 pips. So this was last night's overnight trade. So my lot size is going to be a function of what I have in the account. This is a demo account, 13,500. I move my decimal place over 4 spots. That's 1.35. And my lot size will be a function. I can take anywhere from half of that to double it. I'm just going to take the 1.35. 1.35. The spread. I'm going to do market sell. I'm going to right click on it, go to modify, and we are going to take 7. We're going to take 7 pips. No, we're going to take 6 pips. 6 pips is 60 points. I just add an extra 0. We'll use a 3 to 1. So if I'm taking 6 pips, 18 pips stop loss, add an extra 0 to convert pips to points. I click the little red button and blue button, and it does the math for me. Drop it in. And so we took a sell on the Canadian dollar Swiss franc with a take profit of 0.62799. That's 0.62799. And a stop loss of 0.63040. So we took 6 pips. And we're going to give this, going to take anywhere from 1 to 3 hours. Let me just go take a look here one more time. And I just want to see where we are with relation to this candle. So we're coming down to this candle for our take profit, and I think that's okay. We're not going to try to get all the way down here. All right, gang, thanks for joining me. I am honored that you take some time out of your morning to come watch this. If you want to learn to trade, if you want to learn to do anything, find somebody who's already doing it and is good at it and get them to teach you. Like, have you ever done golf? You go to the pro, and the pro will give you instruction on how to get better. We are pros. We are very good at it. In fact, we're so confident we can teach you this that once we've trained you, we're going to let you trade with our money, and then split what you make. So both sides have an incentive. Their incentives are aligned. You're getting terrific instruction. You're getting a mentor. You're getting a safety net, because if we see you starting to go south, we're going to step in and figure out what you're doing wrong and fix it before you lose the money, because we don't want you to lose our money. If you've got questions, reach out. Best way to get a hold of me is just go to forexsmarttrade.com / schedule, and book some time with me. Get 30 minutes undivided. You can try calling me also, but generally I'm in the middle of stuff. So you're less likely to get me to answer the phone. If I'm not doing anything, I will answer the phone. All right, have a terrific day. We'll see you tonight with tonight's overnight trade setup. And thanks for joining. Bye-bye.